Friday, September 1st, 1944. Number 72, Dialogue Fragment. Somewhere in the vicinity, political propaganda speeches blare from a radio. The word has become a hollow, senseless din, confused noise. Ear-splitting, shrill cries can be heard from the garden. It is lunch break. Uproared pandemonium. Blood and marrow dry and harden. The husk is merely a covering, yet every word conceals the word. The divine heart longs to reveal itself and fills the word with divine force. When the uplifting force of the seventh blazes within, the word is eternal fire. The one who measures speaks. No lukewarm maybes on the divine table. No more indulgence. Self-pity is the air of the weak. The one in whom the divine word dwells has but one wayless way. Wholeness. Be whole. Only the pure sound is worthy. The Master tunes you. Listen carefully. You are no longer incapable. Mouth, sound, harmony, sequence of laws. The song is new. The song is free. Day breaks. Sing. But if need be God's whip. For dawn is the wake of darkness. No more pity, especially for yourselves. No more lukewarm mud puddles. Away with every false breath in you. Raise your hand and ask for strength. Ask for a sword. Cut away all that is not filled with the divine. Cut it away. Tear out your eyes. Cut off your hands if the divine cannot act through them. What is the purpose of their existence? Divine scorn comes down upon perishable matter, upon mud that does not endure. But if the spoken word has its origin in the divine, then it is the word, the giving, eternal. Every weakness of yours disappears if you truly acknowledge faith that is not word, but strength. Do not be weak. May your mouth remain closed if not speaking the truth. May your hands be petrified if not acting for the divine. Fear no one, there's nothing to fear. And never flee from yourselves. In you dwells the holy, all-powerful word. The possible. Everything is possible. Everything is possible if your faith is as great as a mustard seed. Half-heartedness is repulsive to the divine. The seven sounds have always existed. In the Master's hand is the lute. In the Master's ear, the sound. Each string of the lute is a sound, but the string is still loose. Listen, if a string is tightened, it vibrates and gives birth to pure sound. The lute is not yet vibrating in the Master's hand. The tone is still false. The string is still loose. But the world yearns for the holy song. Stretch yourself, not too much and not too little. The flame ignites neither before nor beyond, but at the focal point. There the new truth ignites. New love, new harmony, the completely new, the fourth level. It is already possible. The force of the seven acts in the heart of the fourth level. Your body is enlivened by new nourishment. Your mouth no longer eats, but speaks a new language. A new body awakens, knowing no limits. But the old still hinders you, obscures truth, dilutes love, hinders harmony. Lele bitten by a mosquito. It is not the small insect, but vanity which bites you. Matter only weighs on you if you make it your master. To me. The furrow in your brow is still devilish. Is will, pride, mask. Your will, eternal battle, eternal defeat. Each furrow is a grave. No more pity, no more forgiveness. The one who believes in the divine can act. All is possible for the one who acts in the divine. Victory over yourself, the final victory beyond illusion. At last, be of the divine. What could be sweeter, more beautiful? To Jozef at a distant werkkamp. He who belongs to the five is a well-tended string. He raises himself to him. And the sound of silence spreads itself through him across the earth. The old song with the name of feeling is water. The name of the new is fire that is not burning torment, but eternally fruit-bearing tree of light, conceived in the virginal womb. My task is to measure. I do not frighten you. I do not entice you. Only in this way is measuring possible. No more self-pity. Strew ash upon the dead and live a new life. We the sound, you the strings, the master. It is possible now, possible. Answer our word anew. My God, thy will be done. My hand does not admonish. My hand does not bless. My hand does not measure, for the measure is full. Within as without, below as above. The only measure, being whole. The underground news in Budapest spreads rapidly. We hear of a new sport called Jew hunting. We hear of hundreds and hundreds of Jews being driven to the banks of the Danube, lined up and shot. The great river makes the digging of graves superfluous. We hear of torture chambers, but we do not hear of Jozef. We will never hear of him. Nevertheless, when the measuring angel speaks to us, pitiless as it might appear to be, we are nourished with the force of a new life. Dawn. Today is today. Tomorrow is tomorrow. I am today's tomorrow, dawn. That is my existence beyond space, beyond time. Timeless. Be mine. There is but one way. The highest point where our song resounds, where our dance unfolds over the tips of spears. Be light, not lead. Then it will no longer pain. The highest peaks above are below, not above, deep inside in the heart of God. Pain. There is but one heart, one grain, one word, eternal hearth. Not distant, not far, there where the spears pierce the void. The void fades. 7 spears converge in place of emptiness. Pain. your heart. We sing praise. We no longer fear for you. These spears are of light. Only what is dense pains. Weep not. Judge not. Shine. You are light. I give you my name. Only the solitary have names. Be light. A name is not required. Name is not weight. Name is seed. And only the solitary receive seeds. Today I give you my name. My name is Dawn, forever and ever. While others wander, you dance over spears and lances above the weight of all. In your dance you shine. You shine and you are mine. Do not falter. 3 gifts are thine. Speak, act without despair. Be me. I, you, one. Eternal being is giving. In the beginning was thine. Return home. Gitta Mallasz placed this message in an unpublished notebook between the 72nd and 73rd dialogues. Friday, September 8th, 1944. Number 73. Dialogue. The message speaks of the sin of the chosen ones. It is no longer the old sin. The wild tree sprouts branches and leaves aplenty, too many. But excess foliage is detrimental to the fruit, for it diverts the strength. When the living force does not bear fruit, it is sin. The chosen tree was pruned, and thus the old sin could disappear. A new eye was placed in it by the divine hand, a holy noble sprout, that it may bear fruit and serve the holy plan. The new eye, the new bud, is already opening, but the dead stump of the old branch hinders the new. A sharp sword cuts and the dead stump falls away. The wound heals. Worms can hide beneath the dead bark. But when your hand brings the cutting sword down, new bark can grow that will protect the new streaming force. The divine has been grafted in you. Only where the tree is dead is there sin. The message speaks of the sin of the chosen one. There can be no more error. The knife is in your hand. Do not hesitate. Cut away the dead. That is your task. The chosen is not cut. The chosen cuts, and if need be, is even self-cutting. Now waits no longer. Long silence. The feminine virgin matter conceives in its womb. If there is no conception, the new does not grow, and the half-seed is pushed out. Pushed out with all the blood, strength, and matter that was given for its growth. Reject dead matter. Detach yourself from it. From it, too, new life can grow, and thus the dead can be released. Do not bind yourself to anything. Do not fear cutting away the dead. This does not cause any lack. Behold, the new has been grafted in you, and it sprouts. All that is I opens. The seed too is I, covered by earth. The bud too is I, cradled in space by the branch. The I in the highest heaven is also I, as is yours on your face here below. To me. The furrow is the dead bark, it hinders the shining of the new eye, the opening eye uniting awareness. Secret of the last judgment. Nothing in the divine hand goes astray. The new bud swells and bears fruit. The old branch decays, is swallowed by the earth, and becomes nourishment there below. Not death, but transformation. Not waste, not garbage, but new earth. New nourishment for the green tree. What is without is buried in the earth. What is within is fulfilled. We transmit the divine word. You live it. Long silence. The new element joining heaven and earth is uniting awareness. Below, graves and hell. Above, a heaven where God is supposed to dwell. Between, in the center, lies the newborn, the one who unites. No more death, no more graves, no more hell, no more unattainable heaven somewhere up there, where the ever-so-glorious souls dwell, and songs of angels resound. No more right and left, no more freedom and no more walls. The new child is divine. Its body is glorified matter, transparent, subtle. Its soul is a growing, fruit-bearing ray. Everything which previously grew on the fallow land is wild, is but the straw on which the child rests. Your child. The choir of angels hovers over the child and adores it. All of our songs are sung for the child. Each of our words is food for the child. Our adoration embraces the child. It is a small child, but it has immeasurable force and an immeasurably infinite future. It is the soul of the one who measures. It is the one who helps. Its voice is silence. And it is the eternal ray. Friday, September 15th, 1944. Number 74, Dialogue. The persecution of Jews becomes ever more ruthless. Many of the women in our group have had no news at all of their loved ones. In their depression, in their desperation and fear, they frequently make their way to Vespers in the tiny chapel. As we await our angels in the shed, the bell of the chapel rings. The bell tolls. The old sound calls to the church. The knees of the believers tremble. They throw themselves to the ground, hearts in anguish, tears flowing. Outside the masses stare, indifference. Beyond the church, beyond the altar, only there is the new to be found. The church is the ancient hearth, protection for old feelings. The new law, the new grace, uniting awareness, is all-filling. Every emptiness, every crevice hidden in the earth, be it grave or an empty heart, be it a mouth in search of bread or a murderous hand, the empty shall be filled. The one who seeks shall find, Everything is filled through the divine who never takes and always gives. Long silence. I will teach you what dwells beyond the black rainbow. Above the flood arches the rainbow, joining heaven and earth. Promise. What is more than its 7 colors? The one glowing white. Now a black rainbow embraces heaven. What is behind the blackness, the black abyss? The 7 colors are erased. Above the borders of the earth, a black void in the heavens. And the Lord said, I wait. But now has come the time when no longer waits. The black emptiness between heaven and earth becomes white, incandescent white. I feel immersed in a world of powerful forces, a world of timeless happening which nevertheless influences happening in time. I am touched to the core. The black grave swallows up only the dead. The light glowing white shoots glowing white flames, and all is burned that lives and breathes, all that is lifeless and all that is dead, all that was and all that shall be, all that is soiled and all that is immaculate. Horrible fire of heaven. Everything perishes, and everything is reborn. The innocent virgin, creation, does not die. It lives anew. The light dazzles eternal light. All creatures are delivered. To Hanna. Black rainbow, black hole, the heart, black sorrow, black torment. To me. Black pit, the eye, to us all. But within vibrates, glows, and is born eternal love, the 7 united, the white glow between 2 infinities, spaceless space, uniting awareness. At this moment, a shooting star crosses the horizon. A star falls. Glowing white light, drowned in the black. Dust of the old creation heralds the new creation. Gather in the old stars, and sow new ones across the sky, many in infinite number. Thus, out of the night grows the day, eternal light always giving. Between the heavenly host and the soil of earth is eternal light, eternal love, eternal adoration, eternal giving. The old arch has vanished, the 7 colors as well. The black abyss, the separation, even the and between heaven and earth has vanished. Now the new can come, now the eternal can come, not to replace the black, not instead of the 7, but beyond all. The 7 united. Beyond perhaps the possibility of being. Beyond burden, the capacity to act. Beyond space and time where fantasy spins its web. Eternal reality. Beyond the multitude of religions, the eternal source and the act, which can become one only when light, the possibility of being, ignites. The stone once rejected is now the cornerstone. He returns, and he is the light.